We're going to go through the sheet together section by section so that people know exactly what to do. My suggestion is, you know how that one thing happens where a teacher explains how to do something and then you just want to work on that one section because you already get it? Yeah. Don't do that today. Because the early sections are easy and you're going to get it and you're going to be like, this is so easy, I just want to get this part done. Don't do that. Okay, so primero, escribe tu nombre aquí. Escribe tu nombre aquí. So we're going to start out on the sheet with los meses del año, the months of the year. First section, you are literally just rewriting the month in Spanish. And I know you're super tempted right now to just keep going. Don't. What do you notice about the way we write the month? See, Eli?
For some of them, it sort of looks like the ones in English.
And I would say actually, except for this one, they all look like the English. So it's a cognate or a borrowed word. Josephine? We don't capitalize the months in Spanish. Good. Okay, so you just rewrite. Let's not keep going on that section. Next section, you are writing the month that follows it. So what month comes after Marzo? Abril. So we're writing Abril. This bottom section, you can cross it out. Just the bottom section. Watch how I did it. Part 2, you cross out. Okay. ¿Qué fecha es hoy? We're above where it says that. I'd like you to write ¿Cuál es la fecha? ¿Cuál es la fecha? ¿Sí? Oh, ¿así o así?
No, la otra A, ¿cuál?
¿Cuál? ¿Sí?
Está.
Sí, está.
¿No?
Sí.
¿Sí?
Sí. Okay, so what we're doing here is asking the date. So the way I'm going to ask you guys today is ¿Cuál es la fecha? This is widely accepted a lot of places. A couple countries use ¿Qué fecha es hoy? It sounds a little weird to me, but that's fine. Okay, so the structure, the formula. Everybody do formulas in math class sometimes. You guys learn formulas. The formula for writing the date in Spanish is, you guys do this every day. SL, the number, de, and then the month. So go ahead and write that up there. SL, hey, Eli. So it is the 3rd of May. Es el 3 de mayo. So for number 1, they give you an example. Hoy es el 11 de abril because the 11th of April is circled. Primero. Does anybody remember what, everybody square off where it says primero like I'm doing? Anybody remember what primero meant? See?
Yeah, that's the first.
The first. So make sure you wrote that. The primero means the first. We don't say 1 de septiembre, and we just did this one the other day. We do the primero. So for these ones, you're going to write hoy es el. Just take a look at the number that's circled. So for example, go ahead and take a second to do this one, febrero. Everybody do this one about febrero on their own. Mackenzie, what'd you write for that one?
Hoy es el 3 de febrero.
Sí, hoy es el 3 de febrero. By the way, the hoy just means today. So if you're not talking about today, you're not going to use the word hoy. Okay, continuing on. This bottom section, let's all take a look at it. ¿Qué fecha es? What did I say hoy was again?
Today.
Go ahead and do it just like this formula. SL whatever day whatever. Do the hoy one.
We actually write today's date.
Sí, write today's date just like we did for the warm-up using this formula. Sí.
Wait, so it says hoy, but in Manuel, what are you supposed to write there? Thursday?
Right, tomorrow's. Just be patient.
In Spanish?
Be patient. We'll get there. But yes, that's what you're going to be doing. Okay. So, what'd you write for this, Arista? Es el 3 de mayo. Yeah? Okay, so the rest of these, here's how you're going to do them. You're going to write tomorrow's date. Tu cumpleaños, you're going to write, what's it say? Your birthday. Christmas. Can anybody tell me every year what day Christmas is?
I don't December.
The what?
25th of December.
25th. So you guys should write these dates with me so that you know these dates. Independence Day. What's the date of Independence Day in the United States? When do we celebrate our nation's freedom?
4th of July.
Yes. July 4th. The first day of school this year was September 6th. And you guys are writing these down with me because these are not going to be up there later. Thanksgiving this year was November 24th. And Halloween is always celebrated on October 31st. So, you're going to do all of them using this SL3 de Mayo structure.
Wait, but what about your birthday?
Where- You know when your birthday is.
Yeah, but
For example, for myself, I would write SL23 de Julio.
but that doesn't. That mean today is.
You're not using hoy. See? See? Okay, flip. Okay. This is a reading activity, but it just doesn't look like it. So we're going to do an example with Mario. Mario says, and I can make sure everybody's paying attention here, Mi cumpleaños es el 23 de mayo. So we're going to find Mayo. Everybody point to the guy on Mayo. Okay? This is Mario. We're going to write his name in the big box. And then when did he say his birthday was? What day is that? 23. So guys, this is how you're doing this. In the big box, you write their name, then you write 23. Okay, stop working on that section. Just write what I wrote. Okay. At the bottom, ¿cuál es la fecha de tu cumpleaños? I'm just going to write an example for mine. Mi cumpleaños es el, notice I'm going to write out the number, 23 de julio. Go ahead and take a second and do yours now. Your cumpleaños, your birthdays. Write your birthday. Mi cumpleaños es el 23 de julio. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to do that. Okay.
One's like, how do you know which person is which?
You read their descriptions and look at the month they talk about. Hannah, did you write your birthday?
Yeah.
Okay. And Eli, pregunta? What? Not right this second. Okay. After we're explaining here. These are the two most difficult sections. P.S. If you don't do these difficult sections correctly because you're not writing what I write and you're working on other sections, you will have to redo it for mastery. So you really want to make sure you're paying attention to writing what I'm writing. So it says incomplete sentences, write when the following people's birthdays are. So the example, could everybody draw an arrow to where it says example? Example. Okay, so Paco's birthday is January 3rd. El cumpleaños de Paco es el 3 de enero. So in English, we'd say Paco's birthday, and we'd use an apostrophe. In Spanish, there's no apostrophe. So the way you do this in Spanish, it sounds a little weird, but it's the birthday of Paco is the 3rd of January. You're going to do all of them just like this. Yeah, just draw an arrow to the example. But again, Always look at the example so you're not missing things. You need this day. And then this is the most, it's not that this section's that hard. It's just that there's things you need to keep in mind. So the bottom section, it says incomplete sentences write how old these people are or how many years they have. So like, remember in Spanish you own your age? So this should actually be 40, not 45. So our example for this one is ella or Ella, we're not really sure which, and she's 40. So I wrote ella tiene 40 años. So for remember, when we're talking in third person, and if you could write this down with me, we use tiene. Like he has, she has, Maria has, Tomas has, Giselle has. We use tiene. When you're talking about yourself, for number 5, everybody circle 5. You don't say yo tiene. You say yo tengo, right? You guys did a bunch of examples like that. So notice I wrote under tango, I wrote first. You use tango for yo. And then 2, when you're talking to somebody, that's called second person, you use tienes. So yo, everybody repeats me, yo tengo. 2 tienes. Él and ella tiene. So for 5 and 6, you're not going to use tiene. The rest of them you will. Also, don't forget años. I don't know, some people the other day weren't using años. So I don't know if you have 14 pencils or belly buttons or years, what it is you're talking about.
Always put the little symbol on.
Yep. Okay, and that's how you're going to do this handout. Keep in mind, you are going to do this at a voice. Let's look at the expectations. You are going to do it at a voice level 0 or 1. It should look like 95% working, 5% maybe chatting at a voice level 0 or 1 with somebody at your table. If you need help, ask a neighbor or come see me. You should be working on finishing this to the best of your ability. You have the entire rest of class to work on this. What do you imagine I expect to be done by the end of the hour? This sheet. Hang on. Movement is limited, so you're only getting up to if you need to blow your nose or a Kleenex. Your participation, you're on task. Remember, 95% working, maybe 5% very quiet talking. And then success will look like you completed this activity.